Have you ever been caught up in a storm? Both literally and in life. Where everything just feels chaotic and out of control. Well, I know I have. Sometimes those storms are so intense, it can feel like we'll never find our way, through. But I believe right in the middle of those wild storms, we can always find purpose. It might take some searching, but it is there. Hey, I'm Alex Gabriel, and this Serenity Sparks, where we talk about finding peace and strength, even when it feels like everything around us is just falling apart. And today, that's exactly what we'll do: search for the beacon of purpose within the storm. What exactly does it mean? Finding purpose through adversity. Sounds lofty, right? But what does that phrase actually mean? For me, it's about those moments, big or small, when we are in the thick of it. Those really messy, rough periods. But there, within the mess, we stumble upon and uncover, or maybe even create a reason to persevere, and purpose can guide us. This purpose thing isn't just about getting by, it can be transformative. Picture a caterpillar, not the prettiest thing, but the rough time in the cocoon. That's how a butterfly is born. Sometimes hardships isn't a stumbling block, it's the exact foundation we need to change to become stronger and, yeah, maybe even a little bit more beautiful. It's not always rainbow. Let's be real for a second. Finding purpose during tough times isn't always the sunshine and daisies. Sometimes, in the thick of it, all we feel is hard and maybe confusion. Sometimes there's anger, and guess what? That's all valid. Sometimes we need to sit with the hard feelings before we see the way out. But I don't think that's where the story ends. Resilience from the past and present. Let's think of Nelson Mandela. 27 years in prison, yet he fought for a greater purpose, leading to immense change. And everyday heroes, that single parent working a couple of jobs to give their kids a shot in life. It's that purpose that gets them through the toughest of days. Finding the meaning underneath. It's just not about surviving, but understanding how these experiences can become our superpower. Each hard situation, holds its own set of lessons that we can carry with us along, after the storm passes. Rebirth through adversity. Often purpose comes through a complete shift in perspective, like a forest, fire clearing, space for new growth. For me, I would always dreamt of running my own, business and a big company. But during a job loss that felt absolutely gut-wrenching, I discovered this passion for encouraging others through tough times. My toughest moments paved the way for this podcast, for connecting with you guys. It's that sense of being part of something bigger that kept me going. It's okay to admit sometimes it takes a long time to see the purpose. Life isn't linear, folks. There'll be those times where purpose feels far away, even non-existent. Remember to be kind to yourself in those moments. It's all part of the process. Well, I hope today's episode helped you remember. Purpose isn't about being immune to hardship. It's about seeing its potential. Well, so here's a little something to take with you. What's one small way you can turn your hardships into fuel for your purpose? Write it down, text a friend, tell yourself at least every morning. Just don't let those hard times go to waste. You know, even those big scary storms, don't let them go to waste. Well, thank you for joining me on Serenity Sparks. Until next time, stay sparkling.